What's up, you guys? I hope you're very well. I hope you're having a very nice day. Today we have this Japanese black pine seed bed. I used a colander. You can see that I grew this. I germinated these in 100% pumice. I've heard some people having problems germinating Japanese black pine, and as you can see over here, well, it's very easy to germinate them. The only problem that you could have when germinating and growing these is if you have an excess amount of water. So that's why I use 100% pumice, but you could also use 100% turfus, 100% volcanic. Akadama is also good. But yeah, that's pretty much all you need. If you overwater, you might run into some problems, but when you use a mix like this, it's very easy to germinate them. It's very easy to grow them. You've seen me transplant seedlings like these to their individual pots in previous videos, so yeah, you might want to check that out. Today we're going to use a couple of these to start growing them as mini bonsai. Yeah, so let's get on with that. Yeah, so here we go. So here I have the pots that I'll be working with. You can see that these are beautiful ceramic pots. I received these as a gift. You can find them online. They're beautiful. Yeah, they're not expensive at all. The only thing is that maybe you order them from a place where you will have to wait a couple of days before you get them. You know what I mean? So yeah, you can find these on Amazon. You can find them on eBay. They usually come from China, and China and ceramics, that's very good quality, right? So this one in particular, I got two of them. You can see that little glassy surface, like cracked surface. This is like really cool. Like I said, I received this as a gift from my girlfriend, and I was super excited when I got them. So I'm gonna transplant these little Japanese black pines, and the inspiration for this was a Japanese bonsai artist who grows Japanese black pines, red pines, orchids, Japanese maples in tiny, super tiny pots. These are big compared to the ones he uses, to germinate the Japanese black pines, for example, and to grow them, he sometimes uses little coffee creamer pots. That little container that you get at a coffee shop or a gas station that you use on your coffee. He grows them on those. So I thought, why not start a couple of projects like that, but in a really cool, beautiful ceramic pots. Well, that's the inspiration behind all of this. I have a couple of pieces of netting here that I'm going to use to cover the drainage holes. Yeah, and I also have my substrate over here. I'm going to use a spoon, like a regular spoon, to put the substrate in. And you can see that I'll be using my traditional mix, which is pumice, volcanic, and cocoa coir, but in a different proportion. Normally I use 33, 33, and 33, but now I'm going to use 50% cocoa coir and then equal parts pumice and equal parts volcanic. Yeah, so why? Well, being so small, we got a very limited volume, and so these could dry up very easily, very fast. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So the first thing is I'm going to cover the drainage hole, and I'm going to proceed to put the soil in. Yeah, since I'm working with one hand, I'm going to pause the video and then I'll continue. Yeah, so here we go. So there's the first one, and I don't know if I've showed you this already on camera, but this is the little Japanese black pine that I'll be using. In a previous video, you see me transplant these into their individual containers. So this is from that last video that I uploaded. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it here in this container, and then I'm gonna take it out of the little pot carefully, so that we can work with it. Yeah. So here I go. So let's see. That's our root over there. We got some roots over there in the upper section of a plant. So yeah, let's see what we do with the pruning. I want to see if these roots are over here are active, just so that I can remove that long root that's not going to be very suitable for a super small container like that. Anyway, I'm going to take a closer look, and then we'll show you what it looks like once it's placed on the soil. Yeah, so here we go. So the little roots on top were definitely active. On closer inspection, I realized that they were they were growing. The little tips were white, so they're definitely growing. Now what I'm gonna do, again, since I'm working with one hand, I might have to pause the video, or I'm gonna place it like this. Sorry, I'm gonna place the little seedling in position, and then I'm gonna fill the rest of the pot. Yeah, so here we go. Here we have the first one. You can see that the soil is all settled in. I already watered it, by the way. I used this little water bottle, and if you do a little bit of watering with this, you'll see just how well draining this little soil is, this mixture. And look at that, this is really, really good. So there we have our first one. Let's take a look at the other one. I'm going to do exactly the same thing. I'm just going to show you what the little seedling looks like when I take it out of a pot. Yeah, and then I'll show you the the finished result when it's all transplanted. So here we go. So this one definitely has more side roots. You can see that they are growing nicely and in a radial pattern. So I'm gonna have no problem trying to fit this into the little pot. I think I'm not gonna prune anything. If anything, maybe this little group of roots right here, well, it's gonna be minimal compared with the other one. Compared to the other one, yeah. So let's transplant it. I have the other little pot here at the ready, and yeah, I'll show you what it looks like. So here's the other one. You can see that it's exactly the same as the first one. Let me just show it to you. This one's a bit bigger. Funny, because this had like a healthier root ball, well, in that case, root system. So it'd be interesting to see how they develop now that they're in exactly the same circumstances. Of course, I'm going to put them in the exact same location. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see their development. In the future, I might add like a little bit of clayish soil here on top, because I just want to grow moss on them as well. Maybe put like a little rock as decoration, because I really like those micro landscapes. Yeah, so anyway, those are the first couple of them, the first two. And now I'm going to continue with the other one, yeah. So the other one is a little bigger, a little bigger pot. You can see me there in the reflection recording with my cell phone. But yeah, the procedure is exactly the same. But I'm not going to plant the Japanese black pine. I'm actually going to use one of the sojo cuttings that we had from one of the previous videos. This is going to be a very good opportunity to see the root system, to see if it's evolving, to see if it has more roots at the moment. And yeah, I'm going to use the exact same soil it has in this little flower pot. Yeah, so I'm going to take it out of the pot and show you the root system. Here we go. So here we are. This was not looking necessarily the best when I transplanted it first. That's what I'm using this, as a pretty much like a throwaway project. And it's not looking the best right now. I don't know if you can see that, but that little root is definitely alive and active. And the sapling itself, it's alive and growing. But, we'll just see how it does, because it could go either way. It could survive. It could start shooting out new little bots and new little leaves in the next coming weeks, or it could very well die on me. It would be very, very cool, however, if it grew, if it does continue to grow in this little pot, being deep blue, it would be very interesting to see the contrast with the bright red leaves of the Sojo maple. Yeah. So we're gonna continue. We're gonna go ahead and plant this in this little pot. I'm gonna show you what that looks like, and we'll just call it a day. Okay. So here I go. So here's the other one. I use the exact same proportion, but as you can see, the grains of pumice and volcanic are larger. This being a larger tree. And, location-wise, I'm also going to be very careful with it, just because the wind can knock it over, and it can dry out the substrate. And also, Japanese maple don't seem to like full sun. Another thing is that I'm going to be very careful with the watering. The substrate, for example, let me just show you really quick. Right now, this is like perfect moisture. Yeah. If I go more than that, if I water more than that, since the plant does not have any leaves to, pull out the water from the root system, pull out the water from the substrate, you could have problems with root rot. So I'm going to be very, very careful with the watering. I'm gonna spray. I'm gonna mist the little trunk so that the new buds can have like a suitable amount of humidity. Yeah, but other than that, it's it's just a matter of keeping an eye out for these. Yeah. So I hope you like this video. I'm gonna keep you updated on these and the Sojos, and maybe the transplant, even though I already uploaded how I transplant these. But on the projects that we worked on in the past couple of videos. Yeah. So I really hope you like this video. I hope you have a very good day. Drop any comments, doubts, questions, anything. In the comments section. Please follow my other channel, Fishbowls and Musgo. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.